How about the Vezina Trophy, Lepore?
Oh,
And really, I mean, the main question I have is, could Jack Campbell win the Vezina?
yeah.
Because right now, looking at mybookie.ag, he is second behind Andre Vasilevsky at plus 790 to
Okay.
win the Vezina. Vasilevsky is at plus 560 at this point. Campbell second, and then Igor Shesterkin of the Rangers
Shesterkin,
is
yeah.
at plus 850. And just looking at goalie stats right now in the National Hockey League, where is Mr. Jack Campbell in terms of save percentage? So among starting goalies, Campbell and Igor Shesterkin are 1-2 in the league with a 937 save percentage.
Okay.
And then in terms of goals against average, Tristan Jarry is number one.
Cool.
Freddie Anderson is number two. And then Campbell and Jacob Markstrom are right behind them in third among starters. And then even if you want to look at wins, Anderson and Vasilevsky both have 16 wins. Jack Campbell is in a four-way tie for second with 15 wins. So do you think a Leaf goaltender, Michael Lepore, can actually win the Vezina Trophy this season?
Fact that we are having this discussion, Anthony Bruno, I have to ask the question of what planet we're on, because I could have dreamt of this in a million years. Little side note before I go into my rant. Before the season started, Jeff Merrick picked Shesterkin to win the Vezina. Not bad, eh? Not
Not at
bad.
all. That's looking very good right now.
Yeah, but Campbell, I wouldn't bet on him. Like I'll say it. I wouldn't bet on him because I'll use like confirmation bias that like I don't know if he can have like this crazy of a year over that long of a stretch. I think he's proven that he's a legit number one goalie in the National Hockey League, but I'm going to bet on what I know, and I'm not going to put him on the same page as Vasilevsky. We've said previously on this show that Vasilevsky's getting into that category of like the greatest goalies of all time. And if I have to bet on him or Campbell to keep their paces up for the entire season and to win the award, and for whoever's going to win the award, like I have to go with Vasilevsky. Like I really do. And like we talk about how I mentioned before, how like sometimes people get cute with who they vote for. I mean, with goalies, at the end of the day, it's about numbers. It's like you said, save percentage, GAA, wins. Like, so you can't really get cute with that one. It's more of a black and white award. So for that reason as well, like I could see the whole take of, Campbell playing for the Leafs and all the Leafs writers, or who votes for the Vezina? Is that a journalism one, or is it like
I
GM
think
one?
it's the writers. I could be wrong because I know some of the awards it's voted on by like the GMs and the coaches and that stuff.
Yeah, but people might say if it is a journalist, it's like Toronto bias. But the Vezina is a black and white award, man. Who stops the puck the most and who has the best numbers for the most part. So like I'd have to go Vasilevsky. Does Campbell have a chance? Yeah, of course he's got a chance. But if I'm being honest with myself, and as difficult as it is for me to say because I love Jack, I can't see it happening. I can't see him being at the top of the podium at the end of the season.
That's totally fair. Another stat I want to bring your way, Michael Lepore, is goals saved above expected.
Of course.
Via moneypuck.com. So this is getting a little deeper into the goalie statistics, going a little deeper than save percentage and GAA. Jack Campbell leads the NHL with 17.4 goals saved above expected.
Okay.
Pretty impressive. But when you look at goals saved above expected per 60 minutes, he is behind. Actually, you won't believe this. Jonathan Quick, according to moneypuck.com, is number one in goals saved above expected per 60. Igor Shesterkin is number two. And then Jack Campbell's number three. So either way you slice it up, Jack Campbell, when you look at the underlying numbers as well, you look at some of the advanced stats, he's right up there. So I'm going to say, Lepore, I'm going to disagree with you and say that one of Campbell or Shesterkin is going to win the Vezina Trophy.
I like it.
As great as Andre Vasilevsky is, and he's been awesome, essentially carrying that team this season with no Point, no Kucherov. There's been a couple other injuries. Even Cirelli's missed a few games, but he's been the steady force for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And not to take anything away from Stamkos and Hedman, who are having good seasons, but Vasilevsky, that dude's a monster. But I'm going to go with either Campbell or Shesterkin. One of them will win the Vezina Trophy.
Okay. Well, to help my argument, Bruno, I looked it up, and it is the general managers who vote on the Vezina. Okay. So you remove the Toronto bias that we just deny exists in all media. Like, I mean, come on, like it's not the case at all in any realm. But yeah, it's voted by the GM. So if anyone's out there screaming that Campbell has a chance because of a Toronto writers bias, doesn't matter because it's voted by the GMs.
Well, now knowing that it's the GMs, I feel like Campbell almost has a 0% chance of winning the Vezina
because
Trophy.
of the hatred for the Leafs. Like it goes
screw the Leafs.
Screw the Leafs.
We don't want Campbell to win the Vezina.
Or they're gonna all try to fuck the Leafs and give it to him, so he asks for $1 billion when it comes at the negotiation.
That's
table.
The 4D chess move right there.
You know what's funny? Like how I say my biggest nightmare is the Leafs winning the President's Trophy. I remember saying like years ago that I didn't want when Riley came fourth for the Norris. I remember saying like, guys, like we don't want Morgan Riley to win a Norris Trophy before his season's up or his contract's up, I should say. And I guess Leafs fans, to be fair, I mean, we want Jack to be great, but we should probably at the same time, it sounds stupid, but it's the reality. We should probably be hoping that he doesn't win a Vezina Trophy.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair because I can't even imagine what his contract. I mean, even if he doesn't win the Vezina Trophy, his contract is probably still going to be more than people would like. But man, if he wins the Vezina and he walks into that negotiating room and says, "Man, I just won the Vezina Trophy. I'm the best goalie in the NHL. I want $6-7 million a year minimum."
What are you gonna say?
And then the Leafs are screwed, Lepore.
I'd like to look it up, like in the history of hockey, how often the Vezina Trophy winner and even like Vezina Trophy nominees for that matter have been free agents.
That would be a great stat to look up because I cannot think of a single goalie off the top of my head.
Like it's all franchise goalies, right? Typically guys who are
they're all locked in, long-term contracts. Yeah, this is a very rare situation right now. What's going on with Jack Campbell?